Really excited to be up here today to celebrate a terrific day for us. And obviously Thursday night had a chance to talk a little bit about these guys, but a lot of credit should go out to I think just our staff, our scouting staff of Chad Buchanan, Joe Cronin, Sean Kiley, Doc Martin, and Jason Felipe for doing a terrific job of hunting down guys that we feel like are not only going to be terrific players for us, but also terrific people. I think people of the city know how important it is for us to find people that fit in those capacities. Chad, I think here is going to talk a little bit about each of the three guys, and one thing that I did want to address beforehand was just sort of the Ryan Gomes situation. We have until tomorrow at 3 p.m. Pacific time to make a decision on Ryan. And right now we're sort of just trying to weigh those options. We're still looking at him potentially being on our team, potentially waiving him, and also we've talked to the 29 teams in the league just about trade options. And so we're still going through the process of trying to figure out exactly what we're going to do with him, and we'll know that by tomorrow. So have Chad here talk a little bit about each of the guys, and again, really excited to put in the work for this last year and have three terrific player and people be added to our Portland Trailblazer team.
All right, I'd like to second, Mike, giving recognition to our scouting staff, because Doc Martin, Jason Felipe, Joe Cronin, Sean Kiley aren't around as much, but they do a lot of work for us and are a big reason why all three of these individuals are sitting up here as well. So just want to recognize our scouting staff. Like Mike said, very, very excited to have these three guys sitting up here next to us today. Very excited about them as people, as players. We've tracked them for quite some time now. They were kind of three guys that we had targeted going into the draft, and to walk away with three guys that you've targeted, you feel very good about your draft. And I think all three of these guys, as you get to know them as people, excuse me, will really grow to appreciate what they're made of, because we talk about fiber when we talk about evaluating people, and I think all three of these guys come from great fiber. Armon's family is sitting in the front row today. Elliot's parents are here. Thad Fouché, who represents Elliot, is here, and David Mondras, who represents Luke, is here. They all have great support systems, both with their family and their agents, and we're very excited to have these three guys here today. And I'll talk a little bit individually about each guy. Starting here next to me, Armon. We've always loved Armon's toughness, and I think last year Dante and Jeff, two rookies that provided us some immediate impact because of their toughness, and I feel like Armon brings much of the same to the backcourt for us. Very feisty defender, tough-minded, willing to take on any challenge, both defensively or attacking the basket. Left-handed, has a little bit of, we talked a little bit about maybe the Greg Anthony. You see some Greg Anthony, I think, in Armon. And I think Armon is a very great personality that our team is going to enjoy having around. Just has a bubbly, bright smile, as you'll get to see, and just brings an infectious, positive vibe to us. So we're very excited to have Armon. Luke, we've tracked for quite some time now. Really like Luke's versatility on the offensive end. He can score the ball in a lot of ways. We felt like he was the best shooter in the draft. When you look at his combination of field goal percentage, three-point percentage, and free throw percentage, it was the highest in the draft. And we've talked about adding shooting. We feel like we got the best shooter in the draft with Luke. And I think there's things that he'll continue to add to his game. I think you'll see a little Travis Outlaw in him sometimes, because he can really create a mid-range jumper, can raise up and make shots. So I think he's an offensive talent that will, I think will be a very major part of our team moving forward. And then Elliot down there at the other end. We've seen Elliot since high school as well. Tracked him through his first year at Duke. Obviously played for a great coach there at Duke, and then transferred back to Memphis and had a spectacular sophomore year. Very, very exciting player to watch. He's a very dynamic athlete. Can do a lot of things with the ball. Very aggressive on-ball defender as well. He's one of those guys who can impact the game on both ends of the floor, which is hard to do. And picking at 22 where we got him, we feel very fortunate to get a guy of that caliber of talent that deep, that far down in the draft. So I think, like I said, as you get to know these three guys, we've always been big on drafting high character guys. These three guys exemplify that. Very excited to have them to our locker room. Armon and Luke will both be with us in Vegas for Summer League. Elliot had bumped his knee in a recent workout leading up to the draft, and we're just as a precaution, we're going to hold him out of Summer League and get him healthy back to 100% for training camp. So You'll see Armon and Luke in Vegas, but you will not see Elliot on the floor, but Elliot will be with us in Vegas. So I'll open it up from there.